echoes of Dandaka, the sage's new hope, liberating a cursed celestial from his demon form named Viradha. Rama, Sita, and Lakshman enter the Dandaka forest. The invincible and serene Rama, the jewel of the Ikshvaku race, stepped into the vast and sacred Dandaka forest. Beside him walked the gentle Sita, radiant like a golden lotus, and Lakshman, steadfast and glowing like fire. Before their eyes stretched a world of hermitages, shining like the sun's orb, adorned with kusha grass and bark garments, sanctified by sacred yajna materials. The courtyards were swept clean, sprinkled with water, and decorated with flowers. Birds chirped sweetly, antelopes wandered freely, and the air was filled with the fragrance of roots and fruits. The hermitages glowed with the presence of sages, echoing with Vedic chants, and adorned with fire altars, ladles for offerings, and vessels of water. Celestial trees bore sweet fruits, and lotus ponds shimmered like jewels. The sages, aged and radiant like the sun, clothed in bark and deerskin, lived on roots and fruits, their faces glowing with penance. Rama, effulgent and noble, loosened the string of his mighty bow and approached them with reverence. The sages, steadfast in vows, came forward with folded palms, their eyes shining with joy. They welcomed Rama, Sita, and Lakshman with words of benediction, offering water, fruits, and flowers. O Rama, they said, protector of Dharma, refuge of all beings, you are our king even in this forest. Guard us from harm, as you are no ordinary prince. The purpose of your birth in human form is to destroy evil and restore balance. Fulfill that destiny, now free this forest from the tyranny of demons. Rama, honored by these holy men, sat in their leafy hut, his heart filled with humility and grace. Thus ended the first chapter, a hymn to the sanctity of the forest and the meeting of righteousness with devotion. Viradha attacks Rama and Lakshman. At Sunrise, after receiving the sage's blessings, Rama ventured deeper into the forest with Lakshman and Sita. The woods grew darker, filled with wild beasts, bears, and tigers. Trees and creepers lay crushed under the tread of demons, and the air resounded with the cries of birds and insects. Suddenly, a dreadful roar shook the earth. Before them stood a monstrous demon, towering like a mountain peak, his eyes deep and fiery, his face hideous, his belly vast. Clad in tiger skin, he looked like Yam, the god of death. His mouth gaped wide, dripping with blood, and in his hand he held an iron spear impaling lions, tigers, wolves, deer, and even the head of an elephant. This was Viradha, the night stalker, who rushed forward like a storm, seized Sita in his arms, and thundered, "Who are you, clad in bark, wandering with a woman? I am Viradha, eater of sage's flesh. This lady shall be mine, and I shall drink your blood." Sita trembled like a plantain tree in a tempest. Rama's heart burned with anguish. "O Lakshman," he cried, "Kaki's wish has borne fruit. Nothing pains me more than Sita touched by another." Lakshman, his eyes blazing, replied, "O Rama, why grieve? I shall slay this demon as Indra smites the mountains." Thus began the fierce encounter in the shadowed forest. The story of Viradha. Lakshman, calm yet resolute, asked the demon, "Who are you, roaming at will in this forest?" Viradha's voice boomed like thunder. "I am son of Jaya, born of Satahrada. By Brahma's boon, no weapon can kill me. Leave this woman and flee." Rama, his eyes reddened with wrath, replied, "O vile creature, death seeks you." He strung his bow and released 7 golden feathered arrows, swift as Garuda. They pierced Viradha's body, and blood gushed forth. Enraged, the demon dropped Sita, seized a blazing spear, and charged like a tempest. Rama shattered the spear with 2 arrows, and it fell like a splintered peak of Meru. Then, wielding swords, Rama and Lakshman struck him down. Viradha roared, lifted both brothers on his shoulders, and strode into the forest, carrying them like children. The woods echoed with cries as the demon advanced, puffed up with pride. Viradha's death and liberation. Seeing Rama and Lakshman borne away, Sita wailed, "O noble ones, the beasts will devour me." Spurred by her cries, the brothers broke Viradha's shoulders with mighty blows. The demon fell like a mountain split by lightning. Rama struck him with fists and knees, yet he did not die. Then Rama spoke, "O Lakshman, no weapon can kill him. Dig a pit, we shall bury him." As Lakshman dug, Rama pressed his foot on Viradha's neck. Humbled, the demon spoke, "O Rama, you are equal to Indra. I am Tumburu, a celestial singer cursed by Kuber to take this terrifying form of a demon. Freed by your grace, I ascend to heaven." With reverence, Rama consigned his body to the pit, covering it with rocks. The forest rang with Viradha's last roar as his soul soared to the celestial realms. Rama, Lakshman, and Sita then walked on, their bows gleaming like the sun and moon. Meeting sage Sarbhanga. After slaying Viradha, Rama embraced Sita and said, "Let us seek the hermitage of Sarbhanga." As they approached, a wondrous sight unfolded. Indra, lord of gods, descended from the sky in a chariot radiant like the morning sun drawn by tawny horses. Celestial beings sang hymns, and garlands of flowers floated in the air. Indra, clad in spotless garments, adorned with jewels, spoke privately to Sarbhanga and departed heavenward. Rama, Sita, and Lakshman bowed to the sage, who sat by the sacred fire. Sarbhanga said, "O Rama, Indra came to take me to Brahma's world, earned by penance. But I will not go without seeing you." He offered Rama all his hard-won worlds, but Rama replied humbly, "I seek only a dwelling in this forest." Sarbhanga directed him to Sutikshana's hermitage and then, kindling the sacred fire, entered the flames. His body dissolved, and from the fire arose a youthful form, ascending to Brahma's abode like a blazing flame. The sky glowed with divine radiance as the sage departed, leaving Rama in awe of the eternal path of Dharma.